Good afternoon, good evening, good morning, great and wonderful people of Biafra, lovers of freedom all over the world. I greet you and according to your time zone, and welcome to this program. While you are joining this program, share this video, invite others to join. While you are joining us, invite others to join. Very, very important. We are live and we are direct. We are live on YouTube at Judge Money Blog Africa. We are live on Facebook at Judge Money Blog platforms. And we are going to be actually talking about our people back home and their resoluteness. Our people back home and their resoluteness. Of course, you know that our people are very, very resolute, because what they are actually doing today and what they have done in the last days, or in the past days rather, they have been resolute, and we must actually appreciate them, because indeed what they have done, what they are doing in these past days, you must understand that it is a big message they have sent to the Nigeria and the world for their organized crime and prejudices, hypocrisy against IPOB, and we must continue to actually say our people congratulations, because you guys are indeed disciplined. Because in you guys are showing these people who are looking for the downfall of IPOB and the downfall of Mazen Nnamdi Kanu that it is very, very important that I let you know, because what I am about to talk about this evening, it is actually about respect and discipline. It is, if you are joining us, share this video. Wherever you are watching, share the video, invite others to join. It is very, very important. If you are watching on YouTube, you like the video, follow, subscribe to the YouTube channel, and for the algorithm to continue to do the sharing. The reason why I am here this evening late, is because, of course, we are busy. We are busy in these last few days that is left for for us to go into a new year according to the Western civilization or Western doctrine. It is very, very important that our people understand what has transpired in Biafra land, because you can hear confessions, you can hear sentiments, you can hear from all of them how they are actually planned. Because what you see definitely that is happening in Biafra land, it is as a result of APC, as a result of APC and their, their cohort. What is happening in our land today, and I have told you guys several times that the APC government led by Tinubu will do everything and anything to make sure that he win 2023 election. Regardless of what they are planning to do with IPOB, they should understand that IPOB is more steps ahead of them. Of course, I am going to bring to you how the confessions of autopilot, their confession, their aftermath, and you know that what we are doing is to make sure that we clean our name from their activity and we actually remove them from using IPOB's name, because if you look around you, what they are doing every time they use IPOB name in their criminality, they use the name of our security on the ground for their criminality so that they will indict them. But that is the reason why we will be always up and running, proactive, in order to actually counter and challenge their activities and present it back to the world. But before we proceed, let me actually put up a disclaimer. That disclaimer that I am putting up is to tell the world that IPOB is not a terrorist organization. IPOB is not engaging or involving or indulging in any sort of crime whatsoever. IPOB, we are freedom fighters and we are determined to get our freedom. We are actually exploring every means possible for us to get our freedom without any casualties. While we are at it, the enemy is plotting and they're planning, making sure that there are casualties, making sure that they provoke IPOB, making sure that they want to they want to use their activities to actually indict IPOB all over the world. That is the reason why I am putting up a disclaimer. We are not indulging in anything terrorism. We are not indulging in anything illegal. We are not indulging in anything that is violent. We are law abiding. We are in every nation that we are domiciled. We are law abiding. We actually make sure that our teaching and our preaching and our freedom fighting is based on, is rooted and respect human rights activities, because it is only our people back home that sends a message to show the world that we are together in this. Even though the enemy tried to overwhelm some path, to scare them off by killing them, by burning their marketplaces, to force them to actually sit at home, which is a dictatorship act, which IPOB, we do not dictate to our people. What we do with our people is that we tell them, we speak to them, and in a language that they will value the most, which is language of love, language of freedom, language of oneness, language of support, and above all, language of leadership. That is exactly what we do with our people. We do not force them into doing anything that is not going to be beneficial to them, because even our people, they understand the things that are going to be beneficial to the struggle as well as them for their security. That is the reason why when Mazen Nnamdi Kanu came up with the invention of ESN, they all supported and they made sure that they wiped the terrorist that was trooping into our land out from Biafra land, before these politicians who cannot see anything good be done by another person. Because the question a black man will always ask themselves is, why wouldn't it be me? Why is it not me doing it? Why is it him? And that is the setback that we have as black people. Whenever we realize that it does not matter whoever that is going to be the one, as long as they are doing it right, with compassion, with resoluteness, that is exactly what it means. But because we always ask ourselves, why wouldn't it be me? That is the reason why you see the things that give birth to people in the criminal syndicate in autopilot. Some of them, they look at Mazen Nnamdi Kanu without them understanding that calls are different, that talent differs, that your gift differs. They decided to actually engage and to do everything humanly possible for them to come to the realm light. Remember that those who are actually made to be in the realm light, they don't fight it. It comes to them. That is exactly what made Mazen Nnamdi Kanu, because he was chosen to lead this honorable movement to the freedom of our nation. And it is very, very important that we continue to actually educate our people, educate them, and actually instill in them those knowledge that is derived from education. It might not be education or academic, part of education. We prepare their mind. We actually unlearn, make them to unlearn some certain things that is not helping their situation. And we will continue to do so, because that is exactly what we are here to do. Regardless of the distractions coming from the enemy, we will continue to educate our people in the right direction, in the right way, where they are going to actually get their freedom. And that is rooted in discipline. So my disclaimer this evening, we have sent these messages, we have actually made it very clear, stated it very clear that we are not, working with autopilot criminal syndicates. They are terrorists. Their primary agenda is to be relevant. The politicians are using them. The money they are actually actualizing from what they are doing is something that is driving them as well. So in that regard, whatever we are doing, we distance ourselves from them. And now, because the reason why I am putting up this disclaimer is because we cannot always come here to tell the world that we are not part of this criminal syndicate. It is a message that we have sent to the world. Even if the world is deaf, they will understand it. The reason why we continue actually to talk about it, it is actually because some of our people who are actually making themselves to be the guinea pig, which these people are using to actually perpetrate their criminality, and at the end of the day, some of them lose their lives, or they actually take another's life, which is not in our manifesto. Our manifesto stated that we are going to save our people, emancipate them, both from mental slavery, both from, Nigeria slavery and apartheid. We must save them from that. And we cannot turn around to actually start oppressing those that we have vowed to save. Those that we have vowed to usher into freedom, we cannot start being the ones to oppress them. So that is the reason why we continue to talk about these activities of the autopilot criminal syndicate. So, in case if we do not talk about them anymore, the world must understand that we have stated it clearly, that we are not indulging or involved with their activities. We do not know whom they are. Nigeria politicians will explain better as per who these criminal syndicates are. You might argue that some of them were in this IPOB organization or movement. Yes, they were part of us until they began to actually misbehave. And of course, it is an evidence that in any organization, there are people who will become the Judas, and there are people who will continue to do the needful. So, when we discover those who are the Judas, we sideline them, we actually remove them from, destroying the others. So out of frustration, because they could not achieve what their aim was, to work and attack IPOB from the inside, from this, from their status quo. That is the reason why they actually escalated their attack and hypocrisy on IPOB. But that does not matter, because we are not terrorists. If you will, tomorrow see us as a terrorist due to the activities of this criminal syndicate, that is your business. So be it. It will not stop us as long as we know that our activities does not violate any right of anybody, any right of any country where we are domiciled, as long as we know that we are law-abiding and we are disciplined. It does not matter what you call us, because this freedom that we are fighting for, we must achieve it. We must achieve it. It does not matter how many times we are going to try to put, to go through that needle to get this freedom. We must get this freedom, because without freedom we are doomed. We are the children of Elohim Chukwokikabiam, the peculiar people. We are the lost tribe of the house of Jacob. And we must gather our remnant, and we must give them the freedom that they deserve, which is the freedom of mankind and total emancipation of black lives. That is exactly what we are fighting for, and we will continue. We are not going to capitulate. So you, enemy, prepare yourself, because we are determined. We are determined to go any length. We will endure. We will persevere. We will continue. We will be resolute until we get what we are looking for. Nigeria plot against IPOB, against this movement, will never stop us, because what we are doing, we are fighting, and we are on a just cause. No manipulation of enemy is going to seize actually the existence of this movement. It is a task that must be done. So, whether Catriona Leng is in Nigeria, doing politics, teaching them how to manipulate and oppress the indigenous people of Nigeria, direct and indirect. The most important thing is that you are dealing with Biafrans. Intimidation does not scare Biafrans. Your instigation does not scare Biafrans. Your killing Biafrans does not scare Biafrans. You are dealing with Biafra. Nigeria joined force with Britain and other European nations, which Britain convinced to fight against our people in 1967. You know, you couldn't break us. Even though you killed more than 3.5 million women and children, non-combatants, in 1967 to 1970. It never broke us. You actually block our military supplies. God gave us the wisdom to create our own military supplies. We held on for 3 years. It never broke us. So whatever you believe you can throw at us, prepare them, because we are not going to be broken. Just like you see, they sit at home, they have done, put up their threat and everything. Did it break our people back home? No. Our people back home showed their resoluteness, showed their stance for Mazen Nnamdi Kanu. They have shown the world that their stand and their loyalty is with one person, and that is Mazen Nnamdi Kanu, the leader of this movement called IPOB, who is there to restore the freedom of mankind upon the face of this earth. Their loyalty is with him. So, kudos to our people. And we appreciate them. They are in the forefront of all these shenanigans. They are in the forefront of all these attacks. They are actually the ones who are feeling the spikes and the pain on everything that is happening against this movement. Anybody want to use them to shine? That is the reason why we will continue to give them our voice. Our voice, we will continue to give them. Just like you may all know that there is a confession that is going on inside autopilot. They are confessing one after the other, which I am going to play some voice notes, and I am also going to show you some videos. And before, I think first of all, let me go to the video first, so that we will know exactly what I am talking about. Now, let us go to okay, let me play it here. Let me play it here. I want you to listen to this video.
Oh, he IPOB autopilot. Chineke udo dị korona. Enji bede video ya ka na-ekwu okwu ka ịmago ihe na-eme sometimes ka anyị na-afụ. Etinye iwu our people aga like comply. Mana ihe m chọrọ ime ka onye ọbụla mara bụ na our people na-ebehave ka ndị Fulani. Enweghị dị iche na character ndị Fulani na ndị be anyị. Ha na-ege a simple instruction without enwe ihe mere ha. Ha na-eji ihe mere onye ọzọ amara ihe. So before our people will listen and obey the full instruction given to them, something must happen. And ma ihe ahụ may happen, they will not listen. So mgbe etinyere ndị be anyị arụ, ihe ha na-ege ntị wee egbe. Mgbe etinyere ndị be anyị arụ, follow some people, others will not learn. We need to force some people before.
Did you hear that? Did you hear that? This is exactly what is happening The plans of autopilot. This is their plan. If they don't kill some of our people, that they will not listen. This is what autopilot stands for. Because they want to make people to follow them by force. Group of criminals who are actually, because they believe that their faith of getting this money from APC, or their faith of getting this money from this politician that is sponsoring their activities, lies on this sit at home, lies on them sitting at home on the day of election. That is exactly their belief, and that is the reason why they are willing to go extra mile, because the money being promised to them is very too much, and they do not want to actually lose that money. That is the reason why they are doing all they can to make sure that our people capitulate. But our people are more resolute than they believe. This is what he is saying. Now, even if you do not kill some of these people, that they will never listen. They will never obey their orders. And now, this is a confession. This is actually a secret meeting that autopilot are having. A secret meeting that they are having. If you do not kill some of them, some of them, the other ones will not learn. Do you know why? Because I have been telling all of you, both of those of you who are, whether you are in political space, whether you are in this freedom movement, whether you are just a passerby, whether you are just, as long as you are in Igbo-speaking Biafra land, the plan is to make you to capitulate. The plan is to make you to give up in what you are doing. To say, if it is how Biafra struggle will be, I rather be one Nigeria. That is the plan, and they are doing everything to make sure it happens that way. But we are here to keep on reminding you. We are here to keep on reminding you until you get it into your, brain. Because we will never go back. We are not going back. So let us continue to listen to this. Now, some of you might be thinking otherwise. After this video, I am going to show you in the group of autopilot, program, how one of them confessed that indeed Simon is killing our people. Pay attention to this program, because those of you who are investigating Simon, you will get your prima facie from here. Now, let us continue.
For others, they comply in anything we order anyhow. I all these things. So let's forget about threats. Let's not give any empty threats. Any where some people film can do mata here. Follow about 5 or 6 people. Get balls or pass everywhere. Then any law that they will comply 100%. Without that, they will never comply. Our people only follow simple instructions. Brain fulani abana hanime, they don't have sense.
Did you hear that? Did you hear the plan of Simon Eba and his criminal group? That they need to go into the marketplace and kill some people for them to start listening. And we have called on our people, wherever you are, even if, if you see these people, surround them. Their number is too small. Catch them alive and actually send them to judgment. The gun they're having, if you surround them, if you come close to them, they will not be able to shoot you because it is a longie. All you need is to surround them and take their weapon and actually use it against them. They are all criminals. you suffer not a witch to live. If you allow them to come into the market and kill 2 or 1, the name of enforcing sit at home, and you run away, tomorrow they will come again, and every day they will ask you to sit at home. These are the boys of Asare Dokubo, which Simon Ekpa is working with them. He promised that he will kill you, and that is exactly what is going on now. He is laying low because they actually are using the person that know how to lie. Let us continue. Let us listen to this video before we go to the group of autopilot confessing.
Sound here, they will listen. And here how you need dream. Any dream, I can go near a weekend on. I can follow some people for others to learn.
This is their secret meeting. Autopilot having secret meeting that they will force some people for them to learn, because they go the APC and promise if are too much. The money they promise them is too much. The money is too much. You know, the only problem we have is that ndị Igbo ada agba ọsọ mmiri mgbe ọ ka na-eru. It is only when it starts raining and falling upon you, you will know how to run. Those that are, out there watching these people in our land growing wings, even so-called presidential aspirant or presidential candidate is not even understanding the game that is being played on him, because he is busy chasing a shadow. He is busy chasing a shadow. A presidential, candidate will be seeing insecurity that is happening in his place. He is not talking about it or how he is going to actually try to save his people. That is the person that is going to actually change you from what you are, from the zoo. Now, insecurity is ravaging, and this is not unconnected to his political ambitions. He knows that our people are dying for the sake of him trying to become Igbo presidency. He is not even talking about those people. He is not even being vocal about how insecurity need to be, looked into in his place. So that is for you to know how you will be undermined and overlooked when if he finally make it there. That is how you will know that the APC will be using gun and bullet to be your president. That is how you will know, because as an it is very, very important for our people to understand that the forces that is fighting you is the political force. Come 2023 presidency, that is the forces that is fighting you. That is what is trying to destroy you, that is actually displacing you and taking you away from, your homes or from your livelihood. Now, you must understand that in this video you just watched, let me now confirm it with with the live broadcast of the autopilot group, because their plan is to kill our people. They are planning relentlessly to kill our people. Listen up.
Israel, when Jesus was brought to the temple, Biafra is set for the rising and falling of many in Biafra land, in Nigeria. So many people, let me put it blunt, will die Not even because there are so many in Israel when Jesus was brought to the temple. Many in Israel when Jesus was brought. Many in Israel when Jesus was brought to the temple. Biafra is set for the rising and falling of many in Biafra land, in Nigeria. So many people, let me put it blunt, will die. Not even because the Salmon is killing them, but because.
Did you hear that? Did you hear that? Biafra is set to kill. Did he say kill people? Let's play it again. I want you to listen to it. Pay very good attention. Because some of you are hard in hearing. Listen to it.
Many in Israel when Jesus was brought to the temple. Biafra is set for the rising and falling of many in Biafra land.
Biafra is set for the rising and falling of many. That is what autopilot is preaching. Biafra is set for the rising and falling of many. This is what this criminal syndicate, you see their faces, they are all in it together, and all of them must be actually captured. Now, Biafra is going to, be for the falling of many. Many will die. And he went ahead and said, not only because that Simon is killing them, which means Simon is killing them. Not only because that Simon is killing them. Not if he want to, if it means something else, he would say, not because Simon is killing them. But he said, not only because Simon is killing them. What does that mean? Because Simon is part of them killing them. Hello, did you hear that very correctly? Let me replay it again. Listen to it.
Many in Israel when Jesus was brought to the temple. Biafra is set for the rising and falling of many in Biafra land, in Nigeria. So many people, let me put it blunt, will die. Not even because the Salmon is killing them, but because God will kill them.
Not even because that Simon Ekpa is killing them. Not even because Simon Ekpa is killing them. That means Simon Ekpa is killing them. And others are killing them as well. Did you get the point? Not even because Simon Ekpa is killing them. That means Simon Ekpa and others are killing them. And other things are going to kill them as well. That is actually exactly what this guy said here. He's a pastor, autopilot pastor. I think it is high time African leaders should be looking into this, people and their, the pastors, all these pastors. Because if you talk about, Yahoo, if you talk about Yahoo, or you talk about fraud, the fraud is actually in front of us in the church. That's why you will see a pastor say, give me money, I will make you have husband 5,000. Give me money, you will get a nice job 10,000. Give me money, you will do this, they charge you. Give me money, you will go to heaven and see God 10,000. You continue to give them. At the end of the day, there is none of them that you are seeing. You continue to actually console yourself, telling yourself that no, it will happen. Maybe it is not yet the right time. There is nothing like the right time. The right time cannot come because pastor told you so. The right time can only come when God knows that it is the right time. Are they better the right time? When it is the right time, are they better? It is natural. For somebody will deceive you, I will bring your future now. The miracle that's supposed to happen 5 years time will happen now. Oro ogwego. Ogwogi chandum. So, in this hour, church or religious affiliation, it has a great, negative impact in our way of reasoning. Government supposed to actually start regulating churches and their activities, because 419, because Yahoo fraud is living in the church. This man you are hearing his voice is a pastor who is supporting with physically, emotionally, verbally, otherwise, the dying of our people in the hands of their group, autopilot. A pastor. He said that the Biafra movement is set up, many will fall. He gave reference to Israel, that many will fall. Is those people supposed to fall by the sword of their own? Or are they supposed to fall in battlefield, facing our common enemy? That is the question you need to ask this criminal. And he went ahead, saying, not even because that Simon is killing them. Not even because Simon is killing them. That means not even because it oboro makana Simon nebufa kafageji na kageji we more bloodshed in Biafra land. It is not because Simon is killing them. Not even because Simon is killing them. Because he is actually referring that there are many challenges, many forces that is going to kill you. It is Simon number 1, Fulani number 2, Nigeria government number 3, and the other activities. Nifi metal number 5. So that is exactly what this guy just said here. Of course, you heard the initial one where they are planning that they have to go to the market and kill some people for others to obey. They have to go to the market and kill some people for others to obey. Now, this man came here to tell you, not even because
many in Israel when Jesus was brought to the temple. Biafra is set for the rising and falling of many in Biafra land, in Nigeria. So many people, let me put it blunt, will die, not even because that Simon is killing them, but because God will kill them.
Not even because that Simon Epa is killing them. Not even because Simon Epa is killing them, because there is Simon Epa killing them on one side. There is Nigeria, there is Fulani, there is other forces. Now, let us move away from here. I hope you get it. Or maybe some of you will say that I didn't finish the video. Let me finish the video so that you will hear it. You will hear it. Maybe you will say I cut it. I did not cut it.
Many in Israel when Jesus was brought to the temple. Biafra is set for the rising and falling of many in Biafra land, in Nigeria. So many people, let me put it blunt, will die, not even because that Simon is killing them, but because God will kill them. Some will have diseases.
Not even because Simon Epa is killing them, because God will kill them, because they are out to help God to kill our people. According to his preaching, this thing he said, not because God is killing them, because they are now out to help the God they are talking about. to kill our people. Listen to it. Listen to it attentively.
Many in Israel when Jesus was brought to the temple. Biafra is set for the rising and falling of many in Biafra land, in Nigeria. So many people, let me put it blunt, will die. Not even because that Simon is killing them, but because God will kill them. Some will have diseases, some will be eliminated, and especially those of the Biafran extraction who are.
Now, you see, their wish upon our people. That is their wish upon our people. That is the reason why they started helping their so-called God by killing our people. Because he said, not even because Simon Ekpa is killing them, but because God is also going to kill them. So they are helping the God they are talking about to kill our people. Because everybody say God, God, but you don't know which God they are talking about. That is a topic for another day. Let us move on. Let us move on. Let me show you this. Okay, hold on to this before
Ohi IPOB
I bring
autopilot.
it.
Ụmụ Chineke udo dị korona. Enji bete vidio ya ka na-ekwu okwu ka ịmago ihe na-eme sometimes ka anyị na-afụ. Etinye iwu or people aga like comply. Mana ihe m chọrọ ime ka onye ọbụla mara bụ na our people na-behave ka ndị Fulani. Enweghị dị iche na character ndị Fulani na ndị be anyị. Ha na-ege a simple instruction without enwe ihe mere ha. Ha na-eji ihe mere onye ọzọ amara ihe. So before our people will listen and obey the full instruction given to them, something must happen. And when ihe may happen, they will not listen. So mgbe etinyere ndị be anyị arụ, ihe ha na-ege ntị wee egbe. Mgbe etinyere ndị be anyị arụ, follow some people, others will not learn. We need to force some people before others comply in anything we order enyere ha. Anyị ekwesịghị ịmara all these things. So let's forget about threats. Let's not give any empty threats. Any deliberate some people film can do oji ha mata ihe. Abịara n'ime ha na follow about 5 or 6 people. Get balls or pass everywhere. Then any law that they will comply 100%. Without that, they will never comply. Our people are full of simple instruction. Brain Fulani abana ha n'ime, they don't have sense. Ha niile na pushi. So ihe ha na-ege ntị wụ egbe ọ gwụchara ihe ha ga-anụ sound ya, they will listen. And ihe ahụ ihe enidiri ime ya ga-emekwana ya ka ha nwee ike nọ ntị. A ga-follow some people for others to learn. Ọkwa kọrọ m n'ọnụ.
Okay, now have you seen the where they planned? This is actually where they planned what they did that ended the life of a pregnant woman. Now that I got the information, this is how they planned what ended the life of this pregnant woman. Let me show you. Let's show the world. Now, check it here. Listen. They say if they go into the market, they will kill many. This is a pregnant woman. This is a pregnant woman because the Simon Ekpa criminals killed her and she is gone. She is dead. Now, as if it wasn't enough, let me show you more. Remember that these people say they will go into the market. they will be killing. And that is the reason why you see their criminal pastors coming to tell you that what did she say? That God is going to kill them also. Not only Simon that is going to kill them. That God is going to kill them. That's exactly what the criminal pastor said. Now I want to show you this one. I hope you saw it. Now, I want to make this, I want to actually bring it, cover it so that you will hear the sound, what they said here. The reason why I would like you to hear what they said here is because there is something very important you will learn from here. There was something Nelly said the other day. You know, so many of you does not take Nelly, you don't take Nelly serious. Many of you does not take Nelly serious. But let me bring your mind to it so that when Nelly tell you about what he knows about Simon, you will know that Nelly is not bluffing. You will know that she is not bluffing. Let me bring it to you. Just one moment. Let me bring more people into this program. Then, because I want you to know. I'm going to cover the video before I bring it back. Let me try to bring more people into this program. Then, you will understand exactly what I am talking about. Now, if it is going to allow me or it's going to do like it did the last time, let's find out. Now, I want you to listen to the video. The reason why I'm not going to be showing you the video because it is a bit sensitive and Facebook will not allow me to show you the video. So now that is the one I have just flashed on the screen. Let me now cover it up. I cover it up. Let me play the video. I want you to pay attention. If you will remember the time that Nelly told you that Simon is recruiting cult members. That Simon is recruiting cult members in Biafra land. I want you to now pay attention to it. Listen. Listen. I think my network, I'm trying to play the video. Okay, let me try to. I am sharing the screen. Let me play the video. I forgot I was sharing it from a screen. Now, listen up.
You know the chief go with
I am covering the videos. Now pay attention. I want you to see what they are going to say about how they are giving the descriptions of these boys who are working for Simon Ekpa. I want you to see how they are going to give their description. Then you will know that what Nelly told you, that Simon Ekpa is recruiting cult people in order to use them to terrorize Biafra land. Listen attentively.
So you know what? Back. Although na back will back the turn now. You know the chief go with make you sit down, if you want sit down, no worry. See him, you know what?
Where did they get this? Why did they get this? You will talk after. They will talk after.
I want you to pay attention where they will say that all these boys, their marks, the marks on their body are the same. All these boys, the marks on their body are the same. I want you to pay attention where you will hear it. That is for you to understand what Nelly told you. Because so many of you, because Nelly have done many stupid things, you might believe that Nelly is speaking rubbish about Simon Ekpa. You will not know that she is absolutely telling you the truth, because that is exactly what they planned. That was their modus operandi when they were starting together until they clash. Now, I want you to pay attention to hear it.
Come here. This right here.
This one as a match, make una dey careful. Go back.
See, all of them, they have the same marks. Look at their marks. See, all of them, they have the same marks. Let me show you for you to know. I hope you heard it. Look at their marks. See, all of them, they have the same mark. That's what this guy.
Just look the map next one. We know the same man. Come on, lie down, brother. Make it pay you well. Come on, lie down. We are West Ham. They don't give them. The same man. Excuse me. Excuse me. Excuse me.
All of them.
But I'm not seeing you.
All of them. They have the same mark. And if you watch further, you will see, as Hope Uzodinma, how angry he is that his criminals are caught. Now I want you to, let us move away from this one. Let us move away from this one. We are going to go into understanding now the confessions of how this sit at home changed many mugus in autopilot. Listen, confession time. You will hear, will I call it a repented Boko Haram? I don't know. I wouldn't know if they have repented because Chiamaka Jere repented, or maybe they act repented before they went back to this terrorist group that they are following today. Now, listen to this one for you to understand exactly what their criminal sit at home has done. Listen.
Igbos at home and in diaspora. Igbos at home and in diaspora. If I never ekene na akwadozi gafe kuaka alhango mola cheki if I check ya where for Simon I will need to know how I contribute to this struggle. I'm sorry to say this. The little Simon will go to Banakana Oku Biafra. By this sit at home every Monday also not continue. Aside this, every other thing Simon and na back. And instead of Ganam a butela ye former on a butler or that na Biafra land. Ye buto batuye. More pull out from Simon after this sit at home we announce na all the platform now. Si obuna MSC for Simon Yipa emewu sit at home, that is a mayor obana noya. I am not that against Bozo. I used to wear DOS, even though na DOS anoko bona manafugo mo wele if I'm for today at atro you man had on all nezioko. My brothers ndị ka na-eso Simon anyị ha na-emetụrụ na-aghọtabeghị ife a na-ekwu. O nwere ofu ajụjụ m chọrọ ka m jụọ unu maka ndị ga-apụta bịa ma ata ka ma ndị mụ na fadụ bụ na mma udo dịkwa. Mana asị na okolotosia ochere ibi ya mụnwa bụ okolo etopụgo mmechi unu mgbe ntị mgbe unu ghọta ife a na-eme. Simon ịgba ọ dịghị ka ọ ga-eji ọgụ wọọ wee weta Biafra onye ndu gwara anyị mgbe nọ na IPOB na-atọ ụtọ na-ewe strategy na-ewere ike na-ama anụ ọgụ na for this struggle mgbe a ga-ejizi n'ọgụ the final one ọ ga-aba anọchazi ya AI Biafra do token na Nigeria dị stubborn ka m bịakwa. Onye ndu mere ka anyị mara na interview emere ya that he will destroy Nigeria without shooting a gun. Ifuru ọgụ ọgba ifuru a na-agbawa mgbe ụfọdụ bụ na that is ka ha makwa na asịkwa n'ọgụ na ewere ife anyị mewuru ọ ife nghọtara ya. IPOB is like government on its own. Which ga-abụ ha jee n'eni world ndị na-achị ụwa world powers egefe ntị. Simon Ekpa kedu ọlọ ya ka o gotewuru na ihe ndị mmadụ n'ebe ebe ọsọ na ndị DOS adị emeti ya na jimọfọ bụ onye ori nkewa ego niile a na-akọntributiri ya why not iji ya wee wetazie lọya yezie na onye ndu ahụ ọ sịrị ejimakọ ada eji ọfọsọ ada alụ ọrụ ya ọfụma. Why not iwetaziri ama ndị na-esi ya ka nna ajụkwa ife ahụ ha na-erizikwana thinking faculty. Although maybe much no because I was among the people now supported me before. Mana alhango mola chebe ne chiche. Didn't the president Simon get president? Simon is not a member of IPOB. He doesn't have anybody the world recognize. He's just an ordinary person like us. No, boy, a soldier. Na Finland when you're
if you go to the age Saha, no, just always soldier na Finland. A soldier na Finland. Who dash monkey banana? Onye gwa Simon we soldier na Finland. Who dash monkey banana? And one thing you should understand is that, when I said that Simon is 36 years old, so many people say Nelly says Simon is older than our leader. I want you to know, if Simon was older than our leader, Simon will not go for military conscript. He will not go for military conscript. And his military conscript happened less than 5 years ago. A military conscript, you must be less than 30. You must be less than 30 before you get to military, before you follow them and do military exercise. It is like youth service. You cannot be older than 30 before you go for that exercise. That is as a result of the reason why, as a result of it, people are calling him a soldier. It is something that is mandatory to every Finnish citizen. As long as you are less than 30 years old, you go for military conscript. If he did that military conscript between 5 or 6 years ago, that's when he did it. Now, and that is when he started, using it to show you, manipulate you, to act like he is relevant. You don't know that he's not a soldier. You see the reason why all of them, it twisted their brain. That he is a military in Finland. Who dash monkey banana? Who dash monkey banana? Let us continue.
Which means that he has to drop here on him. Tika kono join on the DOS. Force waha ka me open your culture. DOS is a body that can go to anywhere in the world present here our case. Simon Ekpa has never for one day go say and here happen here on Melomba. Je present ke mecheri ya kede ozo mel. Kedi je Simon na eje iji we fu na ML this in legally can do what and work kitanan. kedu ngwa ọgụ Simon were oge ji wee challenge Nigerian government ya Biafra enyechala anyị kịta na anyị ewelesogokwa Biafra utiri wee onye ndu si
Mugu ọghọtawaghị ife a na-akọ. Ọghọtawaghị ife a na-akọ. You don't have any food supply or food stock up. You don't have anything. You are in a march line. In a march line, I feel you on. Now, that is exactly what is going on. If you don't understand what war, how war is prepared, it is better you don't talk about it. Because the reason why so many of you are buying the jargon he is telling you is because you believe that he's a Finland soldier. He's not even close. He's not close. Do you know what it is mandatory that every graduate in Nigeria must go and train with military? Which is you do copper shore. But in Finland, it is that every young man and woman must go for a military conscript. I want you to Google what is a military conscript. Then when you are done, so that if eventually it is like going for a Red Cross. You know, those who go for a Red Cross, they know how to attend to people who are in accident. It is like, paramedic nurses, paramedics. Paramedics are not qualified doctors. They are not qualified doctors, but they are those who will be able to administer first aid. And those who will be able to actually give CPR in the scene, or resuscitate anybody that is injured or passed out in the scene. These are the people who are doing it, but they are not doctors. They are not doctors. So that is, those people called in the Red Cross. They are not nurses. Red Cross, you don't find doctor there, you don't find qualified nurse. You find people who are trained to administer first aid. That is exactly what Simon went for. He was opportune to carry a AK-47 and use it and take a picture because he knows what his next mission is going to be. As a guy man, as a Yahoo boy, he knows that everything like that ball to our people. So that is how Simon now got himself into that and now use it to manipulate so many of you. Every day he tell you war. He has capacity, he has this. If you are preparing for war, everybody will know that the food supply is supposed to be surplus. Everything is supposed to be surplus. But you are there telling your gullibles that tomorrow is going to be miracle. Tomorrow is going to be miracle. You are there. If you finish tell them, you take the money they have, eat it up. Tomorrow is going to be miracle. That is the reason why he used pastors, those criminal pastors, to teach him how to, reset the mind of our people. That's why he has many of them around him, to teach him how to reset the mind of their victim, to continue to exploit you. They will look for another something sweet that they will tell you. You will hold on. You will say, no, this person is, I have faith in him. Tomorrow is God, is the chosen one. This is how he is actually manipulating your minds. That is the worst part of the conundrum, the worst conundrum you have found yourself, because you think you are actually doing something. You don't know that you are losing it. You are actually destroying yourself. Self-destruction. You do not know his engagement and his involvement. You run out to support them. you don't know what is in his mind. Now, if this sit at home worked, part payment was going to be made to this autopilot criminal syndicate from their, from this their political, where those political parties where they have their affiliation, like APC. They have their affiliation with APC. I want you to know, had this lockdown they actually imposed happened, part payment will be made. That is the reason why they went to extra mile, extra length to make sure that they even killed people. To try to kill people. Desperate time calls for desperate measure, because they are only in this struggle to enrich themselves, to sabotage the struggle, because you don't know the job of a double agent. That is what you are seeing. That is as a result of what you are seeing today. Now you will bear yourself witness that all these people who are following them, this lockdown opened their eyes. But the people who are gone, who are so empty upstairs, they will still be following. Those are the people you call them the son of a bitch. They will still be following because they don't use their brain. It is not one of their family members that die. It never touched any of their family members. That is the reason why they will continue to do what they are doing. Because that's enables us. Let's continue to listen to the autopilot.
Has never for one day go see an your melon boy. Je present Kemacheria Kede also mel. Chidi Simon and Eje, each ML this in legally can do out and walk Kitanan. Kidungwa Simon will get you a challenge in Nigerian government. Biafra, Kitanae will go Biafra. Would the way you do see a follower. Kapua, I ended the US name. Or not Chokabian or no more night can about who's now, probably in a habu. Do to get and go give mama. The Apatapa challenge him, challenge him, and I was on a move.
Correct. Kitakima. Otaka honey ne mugus honey negesi wena putani cheniche. Listen.
We are unrelenting and nothing can shake us. They know we are unbribable. Even our lawyers cannot be bought. Barrister Joffa cannot be compromised. It cannot be bought. That was why they voted his home. But before I go on any further, I must welcome each and every one of you. But lawyers cannot be bought. Barrister Joffa cannot be compromised. It cannot be bought. That was why they voted his home. Schools. Let me not digress too much.
Did you hear that? I hope you heard that. Now, in this regard, because Mazen Nnamdi Kanu, when I tell you he made a broadcast for every situation, because this what comes to him is natural. It is not forced. He never forced it. It was natural. That's why he came with join. Even criminal join. That's how it is. Now, in this regard, he made a broadcast for every situation on how we can navigate them. But because so many of you are so ignorant and you don't know how to understand or follow, now you will now start fighting his legacy, fighting Mazen Nnamdi Kanu, believing that you are doing good. Some of you believing that you are doing good, following an enemy, the biggest enemy to Mazen Nnamdi Kanu, believing that you are doing good. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is incarcerated. Simon Ekpa is enriching himself. How then do you think that, he will ever want your leader to come out? How do you think he will want that person that you are here because of? You heard his voice. How do you think he will want him to come out? When all these things is favoring him. It's just that these few days he's having a sleepless night. Because of course, when you kill people, of course you will feel by yourself. Especially this lately that is open, that everyone knows now. Simon is killing machine of our people. Killing machine on our people. So, it is very, very necessary. This resoluteness of our people back home, that they continue to go to their, market. It is a message. Remember this criminal autopilot, they tell you they are smoke person of Biafra land. Spokesperson. How can you be spokesperson but you cannot even say sit at home? People sit. You have to go out there to support them. To actually intimidate them into sitting at home. Yet they ignored you. No matter how many of them you killed, yet they ignored you. He announced this sit at home because he saw that people are actually protesting. People started protest. That is what he did a few months ago. When people started protesting for the 14 people they killed in Imo State by Hope Uzodinma boys, Simon Ekpa, people started protesting. He called for sit at home. The same thing. People started protesting about the release of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Both women, both boys, both men, everybody, they started protesting. And they know that it can only escalate. So for him to avoid the escalation of the protest, because he knows that protest is something that is very, 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 very positive in sending message to this zoo government, because they are very, very scared of this protest. That is the reason why they use this criminal. Tell them to sit at home. From there, you will know if they are listening to you. Then we will give you half part payment from the contract. You don't know that everything they are doing, it is for the favor of Nigeria and for the, for the death of our people, for the death in the detriment of our people. That is everything they do. It is very, very sad. Very, very sad. And what made it more sad is because some of our people, they are seeing this, they still believe that there is anything that will come out of this boy in Finland. It is now very, very clear, to the world that whatever autopilot is doing, it is actually doing the biddings of the Fulani. They are doing the biddings of the Fulani. Now, I want to show you something. Let me show you something. Because there are many challenges we are facing in that Biafra land. Too many challenges. Because of our some people, you just see people, you start paying them respect. I want to show you a video. But before I find the video that I'm going to show you, let me Also, she see if it is up by. It is on the phone here. Okay. It is here. Before I show you the video, let me finalize with this activities issue of these people. Now, we have sent this message to the world, and we have showed them the plans of this criminal syndicate in the likes of autopilot. We don't even know who they are. We don't even know who is supporting them, who is sponsoring them. All we know is that, our people back home is not supporting them. Our people back home is not supporting them. That is the most important things that we need to understand. The most important message that we need to send, that we have sent. Our people back home is not supporting them. We ourselves, we don't know their activities. So when he tell you that he is IPOB told you that he's a criminal. He said that he's a Biafran spokesperson. Our people send that message that he's a criminal. They don't recognize him. Now, do you know that what makes you a government in exile or a freedom fighter in exile? It is the support of the people you claim that you want to liberate. The support of the people that you claim that you are fighting for. But he has no support of these people. That means that the guy indeed killing our people, he is an international terrorist who is living in Finland and actually destroying the life and the livelihood of our people. And all of you there, you keep quiet. You kept mute because some of you are, your affiliation lies with Tinubu. You believe that what he is doing is going to make Tinubu win. Because all of you, you claim Igbo presidency, when all of you are hypocrites. All of you are hypocrites. Why wouldn't it be me? Because why wouldn't it be you? Because the complicity of your activities will always make you to say, why wouldn't it be me? Because you can never have a simple interest in any work that you are doing. You will never ever do it with wholeheartedly. You want to expect something. That is the reason why you will always ask that stupid question. So, our people have sent that message and it is heard clearly. And whenever IPOB declares it at home, our people obey it without even, without even anybody coming out to enforce it. Our people obey it. That is to show you there is difference between Ebo and Ebo. Those of you who might be thinking that the syndicate, they have taken over the struggle, you thought wrong. Our messages are sinking to our people. Forget these people they are giving recharge card on WhatsApp group, on Facebook, on all these people. Forget those people. They are only there to act like as if they are doing it, but they are not doing it. Respect to our people back home. Respect. Now, let's touch on a very, very crucial matter that I have noticed in Biafra land. A very, very crucial matter, which is issue I will title respect. If you understand how respect, the word respect is being bastardized in Biafra land, in Nigeria, or how people take advantage of those who respect them, I am going to show you the epitome of this thing that I'm talking about. If you understand that, when you look through, if you go through the history of our people, they teach us how to respect our elders. They teach us how to respect those who are, bigger than us, without teaching us to understand when these people are taking advantage of us, without teaching us that respect is something you earn. It is not just something you just, it is not one-sided, regardless of your, your belief or your status, regardless of whom you are or your age. It does not matter. Respect is not something that stays on one side. Respect is reciprocal. It is give and take. That is respect. Now, in this regard, why am I saying so? All our lives, they have been teaching us to have respect for our elderly people. That is the reason why you will speak. Somebody will come and say you don't have respect. Somebody will come and say you are a miscreant. Somebody will come and tell you that, you don't know, you are speaking in front of the people who are older than you without telling you that respect is earned. And that is the reason why you are suffering in that zoo country called Nigeria. Because you want to respect everybody with a status without knowing when they are violating your right as a human being. That has been the problem. And I am going to now break it down and bring it to the activities of the video that I'm going to show you. Because even this respect is actually destroying our homes, destroying you in your homes, destroying your children without you knowing, because you are teaching them on how to respect elders, while these elders are exploiting your children. And they will grow up with it. President will be elected or even selected. President will do everything. At the end of the day, your people, because you are respecting this president, is an old man, is an old person. You cannot ask this president, why don't you do service delivery? Why are you using tax money, payers' money to fly yourself in and out of abroad? You will say, no, he's an old person. You must respect your father. That is what you will tell yourself. Instead of standing up for your right to challenge that old man that is sitting on your money, sitting on your destiny, and you are telling us respect, you must respect your father. While you go out there to pray every day, you go to church, you will be shouting, every evil, every spirit sitting on my destiny, die by fire. If you finish pray that prayer, those who gave you that that type of praying or system or religion, they will be sitting one place laughing at you. They will be saying to themselves, look at these monkeys. They don't even know that the people sitting in their glory is their president or their government. Every day in Ekdanayo, you will fast, you will do this, you will do that. When that elephant is sitting in your blessing, it is your leaders. And those who know, because they are old, you cannot talk to them and tell them, no, you are the one holding the destiny of our younger generations. You are the curse that every day we have generational curse. From not talking to them, it boils down to everybody that is older than you takes advantage of you. Everybody that you feel that they are better than you takes advantage of you. Everybody that you see their status is better than yours takes advantage of you, because your respect is now going overboard. That is the reason why we are seeing things like this. I want you to see things like this. Let me see if I will be able to find this video directly so that I will bring it to the screen instead of actually taking it to playing it on the phone, because I want you to hear it. It is a very, very short video. It is a very, very short video because I want you to learn something this evening. Because what happened in that video, if you are not careful, It might be happening within your reach. It might be happening around you without you even realizing, because these dogs, they are everywhere. They are everywhere, exploiting, devouring people one after the other. You will be thinking that you are dealing with human beings. You will be thinking that, nah, we have respect. I'm just trying to bring that video to the screen. It is very, very sad. Very, very sad. Just one moment. Okay, there is. Oh, so they even killed women on Saturday as well. Wow. Wow. These people, they will never go scot-free. They will never go scot-free. And the Catriona Lang with Tinubu. Oh, everything is falling in. Everything is actually making sense. Everything is making sense. Catriona Lang went to see Tinubu. Now you will understand the reason why these people are testing their popularity. But let me see. Yes, this is the video I want to show you. A very, very short video that I want to show you. Pay very good attention. We are still on respect. Respect. Listen. I want you to listen to this video. This is issue of respect. This is a child. A child. How old is he? I don't know why he's not speaking. I am not sure the reason why. Okay, let me find out why it is not speaking. Or is it because it is a reel? It is a reel. It is not a video. Facebook post. Okay.
Okay, go on. Yeah, but Mama Geno. My village.
Did you hear that? Listen to this.
Is that full now, bro? Ebe anyị nọ ya na St. Benedict Hospital. Adazin n'okwu. Abịakwa m ebe a fụ ihe gbara magharị nsị ka ndị mmadụ si lọfụ. Nna esi n'afọ gị abụ gịnị? Esther onye na-ekwuzi okwu ike? Esther Victor. Nke onye nwe nwa iko? Ka onye mụrụ ọkwa gị mụrụ nwa iko? Gị mụrụ ya? Arọ one ka ị 13 years. Oh God. Onye tụbazi gị ime nwa ya mụrụ? Ege na-ebi n'Ọka. Kedu ebe ọ nọ kịta? N'Ọka ka ọ nọ. Ebe mama gị nọ? Na village. Ebe papa gị nọ? Ofu ugboro ka o mee gị ihe a wee tụba gị ime ka gị na ya na-eme ihe a mgbe ọbụla.
For you to see, this is the disadvantage of teaching your child to respect their elders without, and also advising them that respect is earned, because it can only make people to exploit them. When you begin to teach your child, especially your girl children, because there are pedophiles everywhere, This is a 13-year-old child that is living with somebody. This is a rape that you will go to jail, life imprisonment, because it is a statutory rape. You took advantage of the state of the child. Now, this girl is living with a person, and the person, a man, a full-grown man, maybe she's a house help. The way we send our children, our gakibili with your uncle, gakibili with one of the relatives, you will not know that they will be exploiting your child. Did you see that? A house help, 13 years old, carrying a baby, gave birth to a baby because the man that he is living with, that is exactly how it is. The man he's living with raped her and made her pregnant. It is a rape. A rape. Life imprisonment. It is as a result of respect your elders. Do what your elders want you to do. So that when the reason why I am bringing this to our people, this is part of what you hear in church also. So that when you are respecting, you know the boundaries. Because this is exactly what is going to teach you respect. Then you will not even know how to challenge the status quo that is killing you. You will not even know how to challenge the person that you have, given your respect, without knowing that you must ask questions. You must ask questions before that you are actually challenging something does not mean that you are disrespecting that thing. That is something that our people does not understand, or black people does not understand. You challenge the status quo, you challenge them, because if you keep quiet, everything is all good. Everything is assumed to be good. So in this regard, this is what you will continue to face. It is happening. This is maybe 1 out of 1 million that you have seen. It happens every day. No one is educating our people on that, because you believe that this is not part of the importance of freedom fighting. We need to fight for freedom of these children who are being exploited day in and day out. It is a taboo in our land. These are the things that is desecrating our land. Pedophiles. Now, you will understand the reason why your mindset is positioned that you cannot challenge that your boogeyman. You cannot challenge that thing that is making you, run away and run to places where they will treat you like a garbage. Because you believe that you can only run away. That's the solution to your problem. Without you understanding that. Any water that is in a bowl outside, it is there for the dog. No matter how much the dog do guy, at the end of the day, that dog will trace back, because that is the only water that is there for him. He's going to drink it. This freedom that we are fighting, so many of you are abstaining from it, or so many of you are one-sided, or so many of you are actually in the middle, or you are sympathizer, or you are there say, I don't want to get in trouble, or you are there fighting us while we are fighting for freedom because your affiliation lies with one Nigeria. I want to let you know that you can only cheat you can only cheat your fellow human. You cannot cheat the nature. Mother Nature, you can't cheat it. That is the reason why there is that adage that say that abattoirs are gourmet. What you are doing, believing that you are more intelligent or you are more brilliant than others. Trying to run away from your responsibility. Maybe the day that responsibility will come to haunt you, it will be ugly. It will be ugly because it will come once. Those who fight to save their life, they lose it. That is the word. If you fight to save your life, you lose it. That is the word of our ancestors in the holy book that is called Bible. And it is a wisdom word. What do they mean? When somebody comes to take over your house, you fight that person. You make sure you fight them with everything you have because it is your house. You cannot leave your house for anybody to take over it. Even if you die, at least you died fighting. Because it is your house. If they take it over, you run away because they're taking over my house. You run away. When you run away, you go and sleep on the street. You go and sleep on the street. Now that's where you are actually going to die very fast. Pneumonia gabagal. If not pneumonia, criminals are kubogi. They will kill you. Criminals. Because you don't have shelter. Only if you will start to becoming a vagabond. Onyala, abogo onyala. If you fight to save your life, you lose it. There is always a disadvantage when you are running away from your responsibility due to fear. We need to position our minds in a way that we will understand these doctrines and this teaching that has been, instilled in us right from childhood, both from our churches and from our parents, because most of them or some of them, the things that their mind was colonized through their religious affiliation, through their society, through what they are exposed to. It is the same thing they're going to instill in you, which is going to destroy and damage you without you even knowing that you are damaged. People will be taking advantage of you here and there. You will be making silly mistakes, things that you can correct. You will leave it to get worse. That is how it is. Our people need to change the way they think, the way they reason. Before you engage, make sure you know what you are engaging with. Teach your children how to respect the elders, yes, but teach them to make sure that the elders does not take advantage of the respect and exploit them. Very, very important. Very, very important. Teach them where to draw the line. Teach them where the boundaries must be drawn. No, uncle, no. You go and tell the next person. If we teach our children such things, you will not find a 13-year-old child carrying a baby. You will not find us running away from the system. Had it been we continue challenging the system prior to the year 1960, when the leadership went into the military, regime, had it been we stood up and continued to challenge those military, and when it went into the, become a democracy, Had it been you continued challenging these leaders, telling them to do things right, do you know the reason why? You were taught to respect your elders. And that time, they're your elders. And some religion will tell you, respect your leaders. Respect your leaders. You respect. Respect without explaining to you what the world or the word respect is. Without them explaining to you the real meaning of respect. Because respect is not necessarily that you obey. You don't obey. Respect means that you do the right thing. Do the right thing. If that person you are respecting wants you to do the wrong thing, you say, no, I cannot. It is within your right. That is not being disrespectful. It is saying no. It is like somebody trying to give you food and you are full. You will say, no, I am okay. I am content, with what I have eaten. That is not being disrespectful. That is being realistic. Had it been that child was taught how to say no, that man will not exploit her. Understanding the word respect, it is very, very important in our endeavor, in our teachings, in everything that we do. Because that thing that, we love doing, it is where the exploitation will lay its eggs. That is exactly where it will come through. We love to respect. Our leaders take advantage of it and they stole from us, stole our lives, stole our livelihood, stole our future, stole everything. And today we are fighting for freedom. They are still asking you, you don't have respect. You don't have respect. Respect my food. Respect my food. That is the reason why, if you are a Biafran or even indigenous people in Nigeria, you don't appreciate Mazen Nnamdi Kanu, you don't have respect. If you are indigenous person, you don't appreciate Mazen Nnamdi Kanu that made us to bring our knowledge out here, that brought that knowledge to instill in us, and we are using it also to impact other people's lives. It means that you don't have respect and you are actually ungrateful. Mazen Nnamdi Kanu is an eye-opener. He is a savior. He is a savior. He saved so many people. He saved us. He showed us the way. That is the reason why he is now incarcerated. Because every freedom fighter, many things are with them. It is death or prison. And he made peace with it because they have seen how resilient he is. That is the reason why he is unbuyable. And his structure is actually unpenetratable. The same thing they did to Wazurike, that was what they planned to win with him. Capture this man, get into his structure, destroy that structure, so that he will not have anything to have hope on when we finally release him he will give in like his predecessor or his predecessor was Urike. They tried it. It is failing. To the extent that court publicly discharged and acquitted Mazen Nnamdi Kanu of all the frivolous charges leveled against him by these people. Yet, they are still detaining him illegally. Illegally. And yet they tell you to have respect. When they cannot have respect for the judiciary that supposed to be there to protect the rights and uphold the law, to protect the national right, to protect individual right, to protect organizational right, to uphold the law, to uphold the law. That structure, they actually disrespected that structure by flouting their orders to release Mazen Nnamdi Kanu because he's discharged and acquitted. They have no moral. They have no morality to try him because he's innocent and they are criminal. That is what the court stated. The excessiveness of the executive towards the judiciary was the reason why the lower court could not pass this judgment. It was stated in that verdict, excessiveness of the judiciary, of the executive rather, and that is exactly what happened. The executive ran out to actually show the court, who are you? You are nothing. We can flout your order. Why should you expose us by saying excessiveness of the executive towards the judiciary? Must be curtailed. Why should you pronounce such statement? That is the reason why they actually remove those competent judges from appeal court. Take them to places you don't even know today. That's what they do. That's Nigeria, the zoological republic for you. Nothing is working. Everything is upside down. So it is time for our people to know that we need to actually focus on the release of Mazen Nnamdi Kanu. If you want this type of shenanigan, bloodbath, all of a sudden somebody will wake up from their sleep just because politicians call them on the phone and tell them to sit at home and tell them to test your popularity, see if you will be able to do us this thing by boycotting an election. Because you can also see that the protest is erupting. If you allow this protest to actually, exacerbate, it means that our own is finished and the Mazi will come out. Because if this protest become nationwide, Mazi will come out, and at the end of the day, you will not get your money, and your tap will be closed, and you people capitulate. Let me be honest with you. Formidable consistency is the key. We must be resolute. We must be, be prepared for what the enemy is going to throw at us. We shouldn't get carried away. I am going to leave it here. We are 1 hour, we are 2 hours into this program, and we are live and direct. It is 15 minutes before the top of the hour, regardless of where you are watching from. This is where we are going to bring this program to an end. Wherever you are watching from, follow the page, subscribe to that YouTube channel, like the video for the algorithm to take the gospel to the next person. Until we meet again, stay safe and stay blessed. Kudos to our people back home, for they have proven to us that they are resolute and they know whom they are following. And that is Mazen Nnamdi Kanu and the structure that he gave to us. Until we meet again. Salute.